Thanks, Austin. The women's volleyball team had a disappointing weekend at the Angelo State Invitational last weekend, dropping to a 5-4 record. The Wildcats were narrowly defeated by Texas Permian Basin, falling in the 5th game. Jenny Hutt was named to the ASU Invitational All-Tournament team and led the team offensively with 11 kills. Setter Kaylee Johnson contributed with 28 assists, and Sarah Oxford was big on the net, competing with the Falcons until they pulled ahead for a 15-6 win in the final game. The women hosted the Cardinals of Incarnate Word on Tuesday, so Kristin, let's see some highlights from that game opener. Victory was found in the 5th game during a thrilling win over Incarnate Word on Tuesday night. The women got a much-needed win in their first home game after a frustrating tournament last weekend.
And winning like that, winning games like that is all about character. So I was just trying to push character. It's been a struggle at times to adjust to a new system, so there's some things that we're still learning and growing and figuring out how to communicate and have some chemistry with each other. But they add so much to us. Tonight we got to see a lot from two of our freshmen, Sarah Oxford and Haley Rhodes.
The Wildcats got up to a quick 2-0 lead before Incarnate Word fought back to tie the game to 2-2. In an exciting 5th set win, Jenny Hutt led offensively with an outstanding 32 kills, and Haley Rhodes chimed in with 16 assists, while senior libero Kelsie Edwards contributed with 28 digs.
It's a position that I want, and I feel called to be in, but it's being vocal all the time and being calm in the pressure situation.
Well, Taylor, speaking of Incarnate Word, the Wildcat soccer team defeated Truman State last Sunday on Incarnate's campus. The Wildcats continued their winning streak, scoring 4-2 against the Bulldogs. Now their record is 4-0. Ashley Holton, Madison Brown, Andrea Carpenter, and Lindsay Womack scored the 4 goals of the game. On the defensive side, goalie Elliott London was credited with 2 stops. The Wildcats returned to action Friday, hosting their game against Incarnate Word. The team plays at home again this Sunday against Angelo State.
Last weekend, the men's tennis team brought home a spectacular win at the University of New Mexico with the help of sophomore Hans Hawk, who won the first singles title of the fall season. Hawk also teamed up with Nick Plum to defeat the Division I Arizona State in doubles. The Wildcats competed on the court to defeat players from Division I teams New Mexico State and Northern Arizona. The boys have prepared this week to head up against Texas A&M Corpus Christi in the Invitational taking place in Midland on Saturday.
ACU women's tennis team finished with a 14-10 singles record and an 8-4 mark in doubles last weekend. The Stephen F. Austin Invitational was the Wildcats' first tournament of the season. The 5-team tournament included 4 singles and 2 double fights. ACU found much success in doubles, sending teams into the finals of the A and B brackets. The Wildcats return to the court this weekend for invitationals hosted by Texas A&M Corpus Christi and the Racquet Club of Midland, Texas. For the JMC Network, I'm Kristin Goodspeed.
And I'm Taylor Langston. See you next week.